Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer Carroll Foy and I'm running for governor here in Virginia. And I'm here to fight for the youth votes because as a millennial, I have heard the conversations that parents have had saying, baby, we can't afford to send you to anyone's college. We have to figure something else out. I have seen our youth work 2 and 3 jobs just to get by and have a paycheck that's spent before you receive it. And I am fighting to ensure that everyone has clean air to breathe and clean water to drink. So this is it. We need a new leader with a clear vision and bold transformational ideas to move Virginia forward. I will stand shoulder to shoulder with the people and not special interests, but I need your support. We are running a people-powered grassroots campaign, and I have spent my entire life fighting for the people as a public defender and a foster mom and a community organizer and a legislator, and I ask for you to stand with me on June 8th and vote for Jennifer Carroll Foy. Thank you.
Hi, Virginia Chapter, State of Students. I'm Senator Jennifer McClellan, and I am running for governor for the same reason I got interested in government and politics as a 6th grader, because I understand that at its best, government is a force for solving problems, making people's lives better, and improving our communities. And ever since I went to college, organizing students to vote for elected leaders who will make our government one that is truly by, of, and for all people, including students. I've done that as a party leader, as a party activist, and now as a public servant in the General Assembly. Because I know you are not the future leaders of Virginia, you are the current leaders of Virginia. And we need to not only create a seat at the table for you, but take the policy-making table to you, centering your voice, your perspective, your ideas. I've done that as a legislator, I will do that as governor. So join Team McClellan by going to jennifermcclellan.com.
Hello, I'm Brad Froman. I grew up in Fredericksburg and went to Ferrum Junior College and VCU. You're young, with potential and big dreams, right? But you're at the mercy of government policies. That means doors can be opened or closed by your governor. I'm an independent. I believe government's role is to protect you and make things fair, not control you as your governor. The dialogue is between you and me. I have no political party machine to please, only you. On the other hand, a Democratic governor will promise lots of great new programs, but with no way to pay for them. They're mostly promises that won't be funded. A Republican governor will please their party's interests by saying no, because change or progress is not who they are. I'm independent, no baggage and no obligations to anyone other than you. And I believe that you young people guarantee our survival. You're that important.
Hi everyone, I'm Virginia State Senator Amanda Chase. I'm seeking the Republican nomination for governor here in Virginia. I made that announcement back on President's Day over a year ago. Listen, I'm the first female to actually seek the Republican nomination for governor here in Virginia. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a former business owner. I'm a proud Virginia Tech Hokie, graduated with a degree in business, double majoring in corporate finance and business management. I've served both in the private sector and the public sector. I actually worked under George Allen, Governor George Allen, under the Virginia Student Assistance Authority. So I understand those of you who have student loans and how important it is to get an affordable education. My 4 kids, 2 went to college and 1 went to community college and the other one started a business of his own and has been very successful. I really want you all to succeed. And we need to begin by eliminating these executive orders. Even during a crisis like COVID, I think we need to respect people's constitutional rights. On day 1 of a Chase administration, I plan on eliminating this terrible mask mandate and going back to being the Virginia that we know and love, freedom. Well, listen, if you have any more questions about my campaign, please visit me at chase4va.com, chase4va.com. I'm a firebrand Republican, and I hope to win your vote. If you would like to support my campaign by volunteering or serving as an internship, please reach out to my office. Thank you, and let's together make Virginia great again.
Greetings, State of the Student members. My name is Princess Blandon, and I am running for governor to ensure that liberation is a human right, not a privilege for all Virginians. I'm a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, very proud mother of 3 amazing daughters, veteran educator, and grassroots community activist. I am the best candidate for our youth, as my eyes, ears, feet, and work has and will continue to be on the ground alongside our youth. There shall be no legislation that moves forward about us without us, and that includes our youth. As governor, I am committed to building a liberated, inclusive Virginia for us all, and we all know that that can't happen without including our youth at the table. We know that our youth are our movers and shakers, and with you, I am confident that we will build a liberated Virginia for us all. Thank you.
Hey everybody, Terry McAuliffe running for governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia. To all the high school students out there, it's time to go big, it's time to be bold. I don't have to tell you how COVID has affected all of us, and specifically all the students it's affected. That's why I'm running for governor. We got to take Virginia to the next level. We got to think big, we got to act bold, and we cannot tinker around the edges anymore. We've got to take Virginia to the next level. That's why if you look at my education plan, making sure that every single student is online, offering scholarships to everyone out there who wants to come teach in Virginia. It is so important. We'll pay for your room, board, and tuition if you're willing to come teach here in Virginia. I'm all about taking it to the next level. We got to make sure we're teaching computer science, digital schools. That's the future, because 80% of the jobs will require some type of digital competency. So I'm ready to go big. I'm ready to act bold. I did it before as governor. More restoration of rights than any governor in Virginia history, leaned in on criminal justice reform, rebuilt our economy. Now we need to do it bigger and bolder. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sergio de la Peña. I'm running for governor of Virginia on the Republican ticket. You asked the question of who is the best candidate for young people. That candidate is me. I live the American dream. The American dream was born in the Commonwealth of Virginia. This is the cradle of the American experiment that has created the greatest good for the world in the history of humanity. And that is where that American dream came from. I came to this country from Mexico. I lived in a house with dirt floors and no running water. I came when I was 5 years old. I started working when I was 10. I worked my way through high school, and then I paid for my college education partially by the work that I did during the summer. I spent 30 years in the Army. I retired as a colonel, and I was a senior official at the Pentagon working for the Trump administration. The reason I can win is because I know that Northern Virginia has a large immigrant population that we need to reach. I can reach that immigrant population because I am an immigrant. I know what it feels like to be going through an assimilation process that eventually makes you fully American. If you ask your parents or your grandparents, they'll tell you that same American dream story, and this is the only country in the world that can do it. But that American dream story cannot survive unless it's done in an atmosphere of freedom, and that's what we're losing, and that's what we need to regain.
Hi, I'm Lee Carter. I'm proud to have represented the people in the 50th District in Virginia's House of Delegates for the last 4 years. That's the city of Manassas and parts of western Prince William County, and I am a candidate for governor. Now, I don't come from a normal background for a politician. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not wealthy. I'm an electronics repairman, and I got involved in Virginia politics after I got hurt at work in the summer of 2015, and nobody else wanted to fix the workers' comp system. So that's the kind of fight that I am bringing to this campaign for governor. I'm fighting for working people. I'm fighting to make this a commonwealth where wealth is common, where everyone can live and work and not have to worry about how they're going to put food on the table or make the rent, or whether or not they can afford to see a doctor or go through college, or whether they're going to be discriminated against based on who they are, who they love, or who they were born to be. I think that I'm the best candidate in this Democratic primary for young people because, first of all, I am the youngest candidate in this Democratic primary. But second, I've never taken a single dime from any for-profit corporation or industry interest group. I never have, and I never will. So when I say that I'm going to fight for universal health care, for free public college and university, for an end to mass incarceration, and for lower housing costs so that you can actually afford your first place, you know that I'm going to do it because I've never taken anything from the special interests on the other side. So again, I'm Lee Carter. I'm a member of the House of Delegates, and I hope to be your next governor. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Kirk. I had the privilege for 30 years of being a K-12 government teacher, basketball, baseball coach, married to my wife, Julie, who's done great work in the mental health field, especially trying to remove the stigma of mental health issues. There's so many key issues I know you and I care about, whether or not college affordability. You have key issues just on getting good jobs and matching those jobs with skills. So thanks for your activism. Please stay really involved. Make sure those issues that you care so much about, that you're great advocates for, that kind of teamwork will be instrumental. And so thank you for what you're doing for Virginia and in making it such a great place in the future.
Hello, State of the Students. My name is Merle Rawls Jr. I'm running for Republican nomination for governor of Virginia. The biggest problem that we are facing here in America is liberal propaganda that tells people who they should love and who they should hate, or who you should be and who you will become. The fact is, that's a choice that you decide every single time frame you wake up in the morning. I plan to make sure you have every opportunity to pursue your careers and goals and have the jobs ready for you based off of hard work, effort, and dedication, no matter who you are. The fact is, we are living in a different time, and we need to make sure we are caught up to date in any and every kind of way. Voting for me makes sure we instill the confidence that America and Virginia needs. Thank you.